Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Internet. Hello, YouTube. How are you? Great to be in here today to keep going with these very special videos that we have been creating. I'm gonna say, in terms of gameplay, things have been having a good development. Things are getting a track of something, and I feel like we're being able to build and understand really how to be able to start getting somewhere. I might be going ahead of myself, but we are here today for the third episode, or like the third part of this Bolas Saga. We're on the second season. First season was 5 years ago, and we're on the second season where we want to try and create the best possible or viable Grixis decks in Standard, with characters that have been in Standard for a while and that I haven't played because I was kind of away from Magic, or kind of just getting an eye but not really being so active in gameplay. And anyway, with Avatar, I got a little bit even more back into Magic, although I was back since the beginning of the year, but with some other different contents. And right now we're getting to understand a little bit more of Standard again. And yeah, we have been using these characters that I have been understanding better. Marquesa, Dealer of Death from Thunder Junction, we used. It was the first episode. We got two lists. Both had a very different vibe or strategy, although some similarities, of course. I realized some things while I was watching the Lorwyn Eclipsed spoilers today. Just what we have, because I was like, do we have something Grixis right now? Well, I'm gonna give some spoilers. So if you're not into looking into spoiler season, jump ahead a few minutes. I'm not gonna take long, but I'm gonna give you this moment. Okay, so we don't have any Grixis spoiler yet, but what I saw, mana base. We're gonna have Steam Vents, which is the Shockland for Izzet, and we're gonna have the Shockland for Rakdos. So mana base for Grixis is gonna be a lot better in a while, and that means a lot. Like, because mana base is really important right now, and we had a good mana base for the Dimir, mostly Dimir based decks. Now we're gonna be able to kind of have more impact on strategies that want to go deep into the three colors. Okay, with that said, we have that is it. So that is the end of talking about the spoilers. Going back to what we are doing, we've gone Marquesa, we've gone Azula, Fairlord Azula. It was very interesting. If you haven't watched, please watch it. And if you haven't watched it, it means that you're still in here, you're liking this, possibly, I don't know. Please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It will help us a lot. And yeah, today we have Obeka. I'm already gonna do something that I forgot on the Firelord Azula one. This part of the deck, right? So we have Obeka, Splitter of Seconds, and I created this first instant of this deck. Obeka is 1 in Grixis for a 2/5 menace creature that says, when these deals combat damage to a player, you get that many additional upkeep steps after this phase. So that means a lot, but is also very hard to understand because, okay, what does that mean? Like, if I get an upkeep, do I get a whole turn? No. You just get that upkeep step where you can cast instance, untap your mana, and I don't know, just use your mana in instant speed. Also, the other very relevant thing is what we're gonna try to exploit in here. You get upkeep steps. That means that at the beginning of the upkeep triggers, like at the beginning of the upkeep, do something. At the beginning of your upkeep, do that. That is, you are able to do it again. If, and this is a huge if she connects. She has managed to help, but that's it. So what you gotta do? Control the game. Which is very, very hard, of course. We have a very proactive metagame. We have decks that create tokens and then they flood the board and all. And it's hard to board wipe the boards in standard right now as well. Like, especially in Grixis, where hardly you're gonna have destroy all creatures in a good efficient cost. Like, even 4 mana isn't very efficient. Sometimes you're already at, I don't know, 3 life or less. So yeah, being very controlish is from very hard to almost unviable in standard. But yeah, we play best of one, so that helps. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of spot removal, a little bit of tempo-y cards, and a little bit of counter spells for very important stuff. And yeah, what do we end the game with? I think it's these 3 mostly that are gonna be the most relevant in here. I mean, for the Obeka game plan, which are Virtue of Persistence. At the beginning of the game, it's a removal that gains us a little bit of life as well. Later, if you cast it, it is at the beginning of the upkeep. You get a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so you have that. Boneheart Dracosaur is already a pretty decent, very good mid-range card, and it has at the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2. You may play them. If you exile land, create a 3/1 dinosaur. Damn, that's it. Pretty good. And if we can do it multiple times, these triggers, that's very good. And then Dragon Master Outcast, which maybe we should even have less copies, but I went for 3 for now, and we'll see. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, create a 5/5 with flying. So yeah, of course, those are the ways that we want to end the game with Obeka on the board. But mostly, like, the Monumental Endurance, Artist Talent, Storm Chaser's Talent are gonna be the way to try and like get value and get control of over the board and all. So yeah, that is it. I did go for standard play. That was a very dense intro. I know, I'm sorry if it kind of took a while. I am kind of excited, and I also tried to not take a long time, but that's it. So yeah, we're gonna go for best of one. Always, it gives us more games, more dimension of how we fare against a lot of decks. And yeah, especially at this beginning, when we're deck building, this moment where, hey, I just want to really understand if this is working or not. That is gonna get us the more statistics, the best idea of what works and what not. So just 1 second. Okay. So yeah, in here, this is fine. One thing about Into the Floodmaw, it only targets your opponent things. I would love, like, Boomerang, Basics, Lersus. I would love if it would trigger Storm Chasers, if it would not trigger, but if it would be able to hit Storm Chaser's talent, because then you can create Marauders, on the with the passage of time. But yeah, that's it. Let's see what we have here. If you descended, scry one. So it's a Flyers lifelink deck. We have no basics. We only have blue-red with these. But yeah, I think I gotta do that. Because only doing these is not great. At least we get prowess. Opponent has something. And we are gonna attack. See what happens, not let them get a lot of life. I really want to enable the Black Stars in here, because both these are gonna help us a lot. So yeah, a bat and a bird. This could also be like those kind of decks that have, oh, if you control bat, bird, or birds, bats, get +1/+1, those kind of things. Opponent is have this interesting kind of deck. Yeah, this is gonna enable things. So now we have double black, we have a lot of stuff. I think I am gonna go for this sorcery. Yeah, I should do this first. -3, -3. But we do something against those creatures? I guess I'm gonna try, Opponent didn't have anything. I don't know what they're gonna have. Do we say goodbye to these right now? I'll decline for now, because I think that if I get to this first striker, that is pretty good. Opponent let that resolves. So yeah, this is an instant. So let's see. Opponent using different planes. I love this one. I really want these in paper as well. And this one is interesting. If we get an... okay. Target creature. Let these resolve, please. Nope. I prefer to reach the land drops than... what? They get that? I mean, yeah, that gets back something for this. Ward 2 is pretty bad, unfortunately. Cannot go for this, so we go for this. So yeah. Unfortunately, that means that Spell Purse is not available right now. Okay, cannot go for Obeka. And I need to shoot the sheriff up. At the point that my opponent at the point that they commit, then we shoot the sheriff. And then if they don't, we can always just do this, and then they're gonna commit. And depending on how much they commit, like if it's more than 1 mana, then I want both of those, but Okay. That's probably a 1 mana. No? So we're gonna make him cast whatever else he has. Yeah, that's it. And we get another. That is great. That is absolutely great. That is absolutely great. And there's one other thing. These can destroy... Oh, we don't have double red? As I know my opponent doesn't have anything to protect, then I should say goodbye to this creature now, you know? I know I lose some triggers maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna go and try to find the other red stars then. And this virtual wheel is going to be fine. We do need 2 life. Opponent might be 2 colors and not finding the other. There is that possibility. If I would get a red source untapped, that would be great, like Virtue of Persistence, Boneheart, Dracosaur. I think that would seal the game. Opponent might have... Oh no, that's fine. Oh, 2 of those, huh? And they do get that. This is great. Should we go for this? At the beginning of your upkeep, you get something. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Ah. Non-combat damage. I should attack with one of my creatures. Because I don't want them to bank a lot of life. They could have the things that says if you have more than something of your starting life, your creatures get +X/+X. Okay. That is fine. We have a lot of... life, kind of. I would like that, but you know, I'm gonna take this. Oh, I'd love to go for both of these, you know. Do I have any relevant creatures? I do have Obeka. Oh, I wish... You know... Do I say goodbye to Dracosaur for now? Maybe I should. I'm not gonna block, you know. I'm double blocking. Because if they have something and use that to get these, you know, that's fine. Ooh, you're good as well, just right now. I'm gonna get you first. You have flying and all. I'm gonna get you. Not gonna say goodbye to that. And Bonehard has it has first strike, which is great against something like lifelink, for example. It is a very, very nice card, huh? I really like him. I'm probably thinking in here that he's gonna be one of my favorite guys for these mid-range builds or things like that. Bonehard Dracosaur. Opponent gonna do that. Yeah, let's keep rolling through our deck. Maybe I say goodbye to one of these, you know. It is great and all, but ooh. I made that wrong. Obeka should be on the battlefield by now. That's fine. Land artifact or creature. Ooh. Is it possible to do this first? What do you say? You may play them this turn. Create a token that is a copy of you. Ah, GG's. I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit. But that was nice. Oh, we got up. That was nice. Imagine two of these. You know, a lot of things with this. That would be great. I mean, we controlled the game. And after controlling it, we would just be able to start generating value. So yeah, that was an okay game. It wasn't one of the highest power level decks that we have already faced. I want to see how we're gonna fare against our nemesis. Our nemesis, if you don't know, with these Grixis decks, has been the green landfall, chocobo, Ouroboros. Those cards are really a pain in our boot. This is very control-ish. I'll keep this for now. And yeah, we can start with this. An attack. Okay. Menace. I didn't see what I chose. Good thing I didn't choose the gift tapped fish. And yeah, that is in there again. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this and then this. I mean, I'm gonna do these, yeah. Which of these? Non-outlaw. Warrior. Is mercenary an outlaw? Yeah, so this doesn't destroy this. So yeah, we're gonna do that in here right now. Some things that sometimes you have to be aware of. It enters. What? That has haste. Two. Okay. max speed is at 4, right? Oh, what is this gonna be? Another black source, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, hardly spell burst is gonna be the best. That should enter tapped. That should enter tapped. I'm gonna shoot the sheriff. I mean, we have shoot the sheriff and spell burst. Please do it. Oh, that is great. That is really great. This is very good as well. I'm gonna do this. We do have one spell burst, so if they want some burn, we can say no. And maybe this shouldn't be the card we aim to spell burst. But maybe we don't have another opening, you know? Okay, we do that. We still have Bitter Triumph. Okay, burning and burning. Now, if those stay in there, I don't gain life in here, but you're a dragon. And this enters. I'll discard a card. Because then I draw. Yeah. We'll create a treasure. Ramp a little bit, you know. We die to a lot of stuff. And this is not the moment to go for this. But they have to have it kind of fast. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh. Okay, they're at max speed and all. Damn. How do we do something here? I don't know, but surveilling one at some point might be good. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do this. I gotta just hope, you know. I'm gonna put this as a possibility of... Oh, it... Oh, okay. I wanted to understand that. Oh, are you kidding me? Ah. Okay, so why don't I get to untap? I thought that upkeep steps would get me also the untap, but okay, I get it. It's like untap phase, upkeep, and then the rest. Okay, so that doesn't get me to untap. That is very good to know. But anyway, we almost got there. Against this kind of mono red, I feel like that was fine. It was really bad that the value that we got from Monument and Artisan's Talent really didn't pay off a lot. Like, we drew a card, wasn't great. Created a treasure, didn't have a lot to ramp into at that moment. You know, it happens. So yeah, it was just not great. I think I may just, you know, keep these because although I don't have Black Source, Now I have it. Island or mountain. So I have like red, red, and... Okay, I am gonna do that though. Because it might be more important to have removal in here. We start with artist talent. And then we can monument to endurance. Okay. Okay, what we're gonna do will depend on what they do, of course, right now. Yuna. Opponent looking at our cards. Yeah, if they get to Yuna, we gotta have a plan. 3. Opponent's gonna be at 4 mana. So they could go 4 mana 4/4. 4 mana 4/4, but first Surveil, gain 2 life. Put a permanent in your hand. It is a very interesting one. This is Human Cleric, Saga Elemental, so this is kind of fine. Okay. What do we do first? I feel like we do this. We're gonna have the most with that. Okay, summon Fenrir. Okay. I don't have any counter spell, so I want to destroy that. But I'm first gonna do this. I think I discard this. We discard another one. Right now, this is only red. This is gonna be only red, 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 one blue. I'm gonna go for this, yeah. Okay. Okay, I thought we were gonna see something like Yuna or something like that. That is good. Opponent gets a lot of value. Fear of missing out. I do fear that card. Okay, in here. They are gonna go for Yuna. So if I do this, I can still go for something else. Which would be this. And then I still need the other things. Okay, I think that this is gonna be better, unfortunately. Do we want all 4 of those? Maybe not. Especially with that. And yeah, something like a spell purse. Things like that. They might make me want to, I don't know, just hold a little bit. And then another swamp is not gonna help me that much, so maybe I even throw that out. Opponent has at least 6 mana. No? Do we take 4? I feel like we don't, just because of the triggers, you know? Yeah, we start with this. We draw a card. We say goodbye. Damn, the rest I just don't want to say goodbye to. Yeah, maybe this. Create a treasure. Don't want to spell burst that if they play it for 2, right? Yeah, I don't want to. I think that's fine for now, you know. If they want to do that from the graveyard later, then we do something. Because next turn, Artist's Talent. We do it, we create a treasure that is free. Discard and draw. Let's see what you do. Discard. I do think that I should... I don't want to deal with FOMO too much. Untap. But like, I think it's fine at this moment. I do know I want Obeka on the battlefield. Let's start with these though. Now discard you. I will create the treasure and... do we want red source? It enables a lot of that. I think that's fine to do this. And draw a card. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3, 6. I mean, we can create treasures by spell person or just using these. So yeah, that's fine. And we have more mana, more resources. How much are we going to spend to try and destroy something in here? opponent is looking at both like, hey, what are you doing there? I think I get you. They probably are gonna present some kind of control-ish idea in here. Okay, I'm gonna block. Another Yuna. So resolve. Oh, you have Virtue. Then wait a minute. Oh, you have Virtue, huh? But if I return you... no. That's fine. That is not that fine, though. What are you gonna get? To target. Oh, to each opponent, okay. Ah, come on, get out. Oh. Damn. I mean, we get a 5-5. You gain 1 life, yeah. That's fine. We're still in control of things in here. We destroy Yuna, of course. We discard a card in the process. Oh, it's only during my turn, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I will first draw a card. You may discard a card. I don't know. Returning something is good, you know. I'll decline in here and in here. I want a little bit more mana. Yeah. Chun. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And these Bonehard Dracosaur is also pretty good. Whenever a source deals non-combat damage to an opponent, or more, target creature. Okay, so it is something. We do have 2 dragons in here. That's the beginning of something. Bonehard Dracosaur, I hope you helps us in here. You help us in here. We only have Spell Pierce, which is terrible in some ways. And like... this is a point where... I kind of wanted that other land, but maybe with time we're gonna be able to just stabilize in here. Let's see. A little bit of longer games. I hope that this isn't too massive. You. Okay. Yuna. Best attackers. Do you attack me, my friend? Return a creature. Yes. I'll pay that. And yeah. Maybe I say goodbye. Just Scalpers. Resolve. Draw a card. I think I'm gonna say goodbye to that as well, yeah. May discard. I'm gonna discard these for now, I think. Resolve, resolve, pay, return. You 3 already, or no? Let's get in our. Okay, another 5/5 treasure. I want. You're not. Okay, I think that another one of these is fine. Yeah, let's be a little bit aggressive. Ooh. Enter stepped. And then another at the beginning of upkeep. Do these, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I feel like that's enough, yeah. So 3. Actually 2 and 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything for now, but attack. And soon we're gonna be able to have a little bit more. So yeah, the monument and artist's talent. Although I don't like that in terms of like, display pattern to win them and them as your only play pattern to win. I don't love it. But them as your way to generate resources, no. Okay, opponent's gonna do this. I don't need to though. Opponent's gonna explode, yeah. But them as a way to being able to get your resources so that you can generate your value. Now that is great. I really like this one. Like, we could see Boneheart Dracosaur working and getting us more value. Absurd. Especially like at some point you're like, oh, I'm gonna cycle the lens in my hand. Okay, these ones that he got me, I'm gonna play them. That's fine. And then yeah, Dragon Master Outcast is like a very beloved creature for some. Making that work, pretty nice. Of course, the main thing is that we wanted to then exploit that more, like get Obeka to double those triggers, not double, even triple per turn. We didn't do those as a combo because of course it's hard to get all of them on the battlefield at the same time. But yeah, like next turn that would happen, that would be insane. So yeah, I think that the video, I don't want it to be too long, so probably we're gonna be going for the last game of this one, and then maybe I get to a part 2. What I want is to try and get to some point where I'm like, okay, what I'm liking about the deck is these, what I'm not loving are these other ones, and then just trying to change a little, do some tweaking and try to get to the best version. But wow, I really liked Obeka. I mean this deck. We haven't tried Obeka much yet. I think that this is very fine to keep. Another thing that like Obeka is very unique and very interesting. Another thing that got me to be thinking something like, hey, um, I want to play Obeka is just like, I don't know, it gives me a very different vibe and an ogre warlock, and I don't know, even these shattered glass and all about these time things are pretty interesting with New Year's Eve. So yeah, that was kind of a little bit of what I was thinking in there. This is probably gonna be blue, black, red. It's gotta be an island or mountain. Do we need double blue or double red? Not necessarily right now. I think I'm gonna say mountain in these. Opponent should get monument, but virtue of persistence is like, hey, I'm in here. So if I say red, then I can say this. I don't think... I know, I do try to find something. And then yeah, we have monument back in our hand. Into the flood mob. Yeah, is something. Don't love me that I got... Okay, this is counter spell. No. Oh. So yeah, I shouldn't have done these on their turn. But at least, like, hey, I don't know. I thought that that would come, but like, yeah, that's fine. Do I say goodbye to Obeka though? I think that for now I gotta draw a card for now. Yeah, I guess that as much mana that I can have, it's nice. Did we draw? No. Surveil is nice, but I kind of want another source, you know. And then maybe I want to hold these a little bit. Even though if my opponent has another removal... If opponent has one removal they draw, that's fine. We're drawing more than they are right now. 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm fine for now, just not letting you have that value. They might have been thinking about going for Idol. So yeah. Very unfortunate. 3, 1, and then that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go crazy in here. I'm gonna do these first, and then these. And then yeah, we're gonna start getting some things in here. Drawing more cards, getting that, these. Ooh. Cat Gleamer. Yo, something. Don't know. Don't have red as well. A ninja. Pirate Rose, okay. 3-4 ninja and something else. Okay, I'm gonna go for the other monument. I think it's fine. I should be discarding Obeka for now. We still didn't create the... So yeah, we declined for now. We want to be using both on their turn. That has ward. What do you have? Hexproof? Okay. So yeah, we take the... maybe... I mean, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, it returns. Very unfortunate. They draw 2. Draw something. Probably... Okay, that was fine for them. We can go Artist's Talent and just... Because yeah, I think that they get that. No, they got the other one? Okay. Discard. Draw. Draw. 3, 4, 5. Treasure. Treasure. For now, this is what I need. Black, black, blue, 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 blue. I say tapped. You start presenting some things for them, you know, like I think it's important. Like, hey, do you want to counter this? I think that they are gonna. They're trying to go very mid-rangey right now. They're gonna lose 6 life in here. And I think that our triggers are gone, so yeah. I'm gonna do this. They don't have anything. Okay, we have a counter now, and this. Next to combat and turn. Deal 2. What could we bargain? Artifact, enchantment, or token? Yeah, not necessarily anything that we want to. Yeah, I gotta discard Dracosaur in here. Draw some cards. Helpers is good. Discard you. It's going pretty slow. Treasure is important because of spell personal. Okay. That is fine, right? They spend their mana. I'm pretty good with that. Yeah. You can go. I am gonna bitter triumph something. Probably not that. Okie dokie. Okay, I'll discard a card for that. Okay, opponent's at 2. Wow. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, this one, as I said, unfortunately, that play pattern that I didn't want was what won us the game. Like, yeah, not the rest, not like my dragon, not anything like that. If I had gone for those, I would lose. So yeah, maybe to create a deck that is very viable, that's what you gotta do. And I'm gonna say one thing that I didn't want to say right now, but it feels like that is the truth. This deck would be better without Obeka. Like, just the creatures that create value, like Dracosaur. Maybe if we had Riddler, Quantum Riddler, I don't know. Maybe they would be better already. That would be better already. But our challenge is to do something where Obeka is... It can shine. It can be part of it. So yeah, I'm gonna get some tweaks on the deck and we're gonna come back for another episode later. But thanks for watching. If you celebrate this time of the year, Happy New Year, happy... have very happy celebrations with who you find important, and yeah, please really just be safe, and yeah, I hope that everything goes well for you. See ya.